Episode 11. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Graham got the dicer. Congratulations on the haircut. We're also going to get into the NBA. Steph Curry bias? I don't know. The Red Sox, I have to apologize. What it's like to be 3 outs away, but then hitting a guy to lose a perfect game. And Jake Paul, wow, he's a fighter? Is he actually good? Yeah, let's get into it. Let's go.
Oh, that was a little speed run. Okay.
So Steph Curry
Mm-hmm.
last night, I think he broke a record. It was Kobe Bryant's record, R.I.P. Mamba, but it was like most consecutive 30-point games or something like that. I saw over the age of 33, and so I mean he's balling, no doubt about it,
Mm.
Graham. He's catapulting the Warriors to possibly a playoff run in the tough West. When he doesn't play, they lose by 50. When they play, they're competitive and they win a lot of games. They're like 500 ball club. People are shouting out that he should be MVP. Graham, what do you think about that sentiment for Steph Curry?
Listen, I used to be a Steph Curry hater back in like 15 when they were, they had all the bandwagons coming right then. It pissed me off. But over the last couple of years, I love watching Steph Curry. Like, I actually am a big fan of him. He's been hooping. He's had like 10 plus 3 pointers made in like 4 of his last 5 games. It's ridiculous. The rest of the league only has like 5 combined or something
Yeah,
this year.
I saw last week he led the league in 3 pointers per team by team. Like he had 41 and the next best team had 38.
Yeah,
For
no,
like a three.
he's on an amazing shooting tear. He's going crazy. But the fact of the matter is, they're the ninth seed. They're not even in the playoffs right now, so I can't stand to look at these MVP talk. I just can't because you see so many people not be in the conversation because they're not a good enough team. And this dude, what? All right, he has a hot stretch. So many players have done that before. Harden's done that before. Dame's done that before. Anthony Davis on the Pelicans done that before. So many players have had a hot stretch. Guess what? He's the ninth seed. You can't be the MVP. And on the same night that Curry did that, he had like 49. Jokic had 47, and he's actually that top 4 seed. Like, I don't see how you can put Curry in the MVP race at all. Even in conversation, they're not even in the playoffs. I don't get that.
So Steph Curry is like charismatic. He even was he's a great NBA role model. He had Dr. Fauci on a live stream talking about COVID-19. Like he's just a charismatic guy, right? He's the best 3-point shooter of all time. Do you think there's a Steph Curry bias in putting him into this MVP conversation? He is averaging 31 points a game, but do you think there's a Steph Curry bias going on in Graham?
I think there's definitely he definitely has a lot of supporters, so it's gonna seem like there's some bias going on. I don't think the actual voters are gonna vote for him, but just seeing all the social media talk, I'm telling you, I don't know like how long they've been watching basketball. The people saying that because it just doesn't make sense. I mean, maybe it's because there's not really an MVP like narrative this year because so many people have been injured. They're just kind of like they want a story, but for real, I don't get that. I really don't.
What if like somehow they win 15 straight games and find themselves in like the 4th seed?
I'm pretty sure. The thing is, if they win 15 straight games, I think that only gets them to like the 7th seed because that means all the other teams ahead have to lose like 10 games for them to catch up.
Oh, they're that behind.
Well, they're not even in the playoffs, dude. They're 500, and the Nuggets are like 10 games over 500, so they would have to lose a lot just for them to catch up.
Right. They're 9.5 behind the Nuggets for the 4th seed.
Yeah, so
So
it'd have
what
to be a
they
big swing for him to even like
okay.
bump in the top half of the West. So I really just don't
Right.
see it happening.
And a 15 game win streak is pretty much not probable. So that's just a hypothetical thing.
And
But
listen, the Wizards are in the 10th seed right now. The Warriors are the ninth seed. Bradley Beal's averaging 31 points per game. How come he's not an MVP? Putting up the same numbers.
no,
Exactly.
he's got that charisma. That's just all he's got. I mean, it's undeniable. Steph Curry's probably the most fun player in the league to watch. Man will just
100%.
pull up from anywhere. That definitely helps him on the MVP race, or at least from the fan perspective.
Yeah, I guess. But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
just say he's fun to watch. Don't say he's the MVP.
Yeah, I mean that's a fair point. I mean, honestly, I think Jokic should win MVP. He's balling. Man's averaging. Man, he's an unorthodox MVP because did Dirk ever win MVP?
Dirk, regular season, I don't think so, but he had the Finals MVP.
I don't think there's many guys like Jokic who have ever really won MVP in this era of basketball. It's more been exciting guys, and Jokic is exciting, but he's exciting in a different type of way. So
Yeah, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You know
No,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Jokic will have those funky shots where he'll just be like leaning, chucking it up, and it just goes in. So he is fun to watch. He's a great passer. He'll have those no look passes over his shoulder, stuff like that. So yeah, but we've been used to having like guards be dominating, or like Giannis or LeBron, where they're making just athletic plays, and he's just a big guy that's waddling up and down the court, destroying everyone.
Yeah, he's kind of like that uncle that goes to the park every once in a while that just has the fundamentals down locked and he takes everyone out.
Yeah, pretty much. It seems like it just seems like he's moving slower than everyone. He's less athletic than everyone. Yet no one can catch up to him. It's pretty fun to watch.
Hey, slow is fast and fast. Wait, hold up.
Okay, reset.
Slow is fast. Wait, I don't even know, but all I'm gonna say is slow is smooth. Slow is smooth, man.
Yeah,
no, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. That's what it is.
I'm just gonna take your word on that.
Yeah, that's what they say. So, I mean, and then so other than the Steph Curry bias, so you think Jokic is MVP, Graham?
Yeah, at this point in time, he's played like every game. I mean, every other candidate has missed time. So
R.I.P. Joel Embiid's candidacy. It's just sad that he kind of got hurt a little bit, but he's still balling.
yeah, he's still
back
when
now.
he's on the court, he's hooping. It's
Yeah.
just he's missed way too many games.
I feel bad for my Sixers fans, but they can make the finals this year. So
Yeah,
give
I mean,
and take.
they got bigger dreams.
Yeah, they got bigger things than MVP. Although I think Joel was like one of those MVP ranks.
Well, yeah,
But
he's talking about it
MVP
every
was-
interview. I'm Defensive Player of the Year and MVP. Like he loves
Yeah, it's
himself.
just-
I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I mean that's the other thing about Jokic, just that he's not marketable because he's kind of like a humble guy. His English is good, but it's not where he's gonna go out and parade himself.
Yeah, and he's
this
in Denver.
American market. Yeah, exactly. He's in Denver.
So yeah,
Other than Peyton Manning, there's never really been an MVP out there in those ways anyway. And John Elway, that's cool.
well, I'm talking about basketball markets.
Yeah, but it still applies. It's the same thing. Denver, we got the East Coast over here. That's like where the big tickets are, and then Denver, they got a little West Coast action. Yeah, still something.
It's only slight.
It doesn't compare. So, Graham, I know you're going to be hype about this one. Your boy, LaMelo Ball, off the shelf, 7 to 10 days.
Yeah.
You said you forecasted he was going to be back. What do you
Yeah.
think that's going to do to the Charlotte Hornets' energy as they're the 8 seed right now in the East?
Well, listen, I think he's actually returned a little sooner than like he was supposed to. Like I guess he's recovering real well. But listen, the Hornets, they've been holding their own. They've still been playing good, and it's because of Scary Terry. He's actually been hooping. So I mean, I think getting him back it takes a little pressure off Scary Terry. Because I don't think Devontae Graham I don't think he's been doing much. I'm gonna be honest. I think he's like I think he needs LaMelo out there. I don't know what it is, but his game saw a big fall off when LaMelo Ball left. So I think he'll elevate him. Cody Zeller will probably get more elevated because that man he can't produce on his own. But for real, I mean, they're not gonna do anything in the playoffs, but they'll be fun to watch still.
How many games are left in the NBA season? Like 20?
Yeah, like I say, it depends if some teams have gotten like they have to do the reschedule games at the end, so they have like more than others. But I think it's between like 15 and 22 for like all the teams.
Okay, so LaMelo Ball, if he plays like he did pre-injury and he kind of keeps is he the rookie of the year still? Like I know if he didn't play, it was going to be tough for him to win. But now that he's back and he redeems himself, playing like he did, he's rookie of the year.
I'd say so. I mean, I think he's played 40 games already, and then you add another 10, that's 50 out of the 70. And it was clear when he was playing that he's the rookie of the year. I think 50 out of 70 games is enough for rookie of the year. But, I mean, you never know. But I'd say he got it.
So who are the other? If he doesn't get it, who's the other guy? Like Anthony Edwards?
Anthony Edwards, I think, is the only... since the All-Star break, he's been averaging, like, 21 points per game. And he's taken, like, the second most shots in the league. Like, he's getting his shots up.
I just think that LaMelo Ball's impact, like, they've been good. Charlotte's good. They're a good basketball
No, they're
team.
like
That's
actually a good basketball team. They know how to finish games. Like every time I watch them in a close game, they usually come up top. So I don't know. He definitely has a big impact on that team.
And I don't want to give him too much credit because they have veterans like Gordon Hayward, like you said, Terry Rozier, and they got good guys. But like Minnesota's 13 and like 40. So
Yeah, they're at the
I
bottom
mean,
of the barrel.
so I mean, LaMelo's impact's obviously been felt a little bit more than Anthony Edwards when it comes to winning games. So
Yeah, Anthony Edwards kind of just getting the ball and just chucking it up every possession.
yeah, he's getting a bunch of garbage time. Guys don't bring their best against Minnesota and they still win.
Exactly, and D'Lo's not even playing, so he's the only guard that knows how to score.
So LaMelo, Rookie of the Year, comes back. I know Graham's going to be tuning in to every Hornets game. You probably do still tune in without him playing, but now you're going to be.
But now we locked in, is what you're saying. We locked in.
Yes, sir. The Suns, Phoenix Suns. You said Donovan Mitchell's out before we started going?
Yeah,
He's hurt
he
right now.
rolled his ankle.
The Suns are about a game and a half out of the Western Conference 1 seed. Graham, are you impressed by the Suns team? And also, follow-up question, do they have enough gas to beat like the Lakers, the Clippers, the Nuggets and them to go to the finals this year?
Okay, here's the thing. Regular season Suns, they're hooping, and I'm starting to believe in them. I remember earlier, like a month ago, we had a talk about how the Suns and the Jazz, they're no threat for the top dogs of the West. But I don't know. I think they're really like finding their like all of their roles. Like Mikal Bridges is figuring it out. I mean, he was good at the beginning of the season, but he's actually just figuring out his role for sure. Chris Paul, I think, just passed Magic Johnson on the all-time assists board. I think he's top 5 now, which is really impressive. He's like one of 3 players top 5 in assists and steals. So, and then you have Devin Booker, who's just a bucket. So I mean, I'd say the end at the 1 seed. I don't think the Jazz are gonna be able to maintain this without their leading scorer. But as far as making it far in the playoffs, when it comes to Devin Booker and CP3, I just don't know if their duo can match with Kawhi and Paul George or LeBron and AD. But I'd say that they're definitely like sitting pretty at the 3rd best team in the West when it comes to playoffs.
I think that they can win a series or 2. It's gonna be tough because that 4 seed could be the Lakers or Clippers and if it's the Lakers, LeBron and AD will probably be ready by then. So that'll be a tough series. But the first round, even right now, Luka Doncic is sitting in that 8 seed, and the Mavs, and he's kind of low key in the MVP talk for how he's hooping. So I wouldn't even say they're safe. Like they gotta prove it to me first before I start riding the coattail. So all I'm gonna say is that I wouldn't say they're safe even if they're the 1 seed in the first round.
I don't know. I don't think the Mavericks are that big of a threat. They're really not a good team besides Luka. And in the 7-game series, I can't see them because the better team usually wins in a 7-game series. I just can't see that happening.
Like I said, I think that they're gonna win that, but I don't know. I need to be proven that they can. Like they just need to break the shell. You know what I'm saying? Like they're right on the cusp.
Yeah, confirm they're not pretenders. I feel what you're saying.
We've seen teams like the Hawks a couple of years ago in the Eastern Conference. They lost after having like 60 wins in the regular season early in the playoffs. So I just need to. I mean, obviously, They have credibility with D-Book, who's like a top 5 scorer in the league, and then Chris Paul, who's the classic All-Pro veteran. But
I just think Chris Paul's the difference between like a regular like pretender team like the Hawks, or maybe like the Celtics with a young Jason Tatum, and an actual contender. Because I think Chris Paul's the difference.
Okay. Well, the great thing about sports is that time will tell.
You're damn right.
Time will tell. And you know what time will also tell? Time will tell that I need to apologize.
What you gotta apologize for, Will?
I need to apologize because I think 2 episodes ago, when we did our MLB tier list, I had the Red Sox winning 60 to 80 games. I was blaming the front office. I called out for Chaim Bloom to lose his job. I got to give them credit because right now the Red Sox are standing at 11-6 and on top of the 2nd best division in baseball, the American League East. They're ahead of the Yankees. They're ahead of the Rays. They're ahead of the Blue Jays. And they're obviously ahead of the Orioles. And, the Red Sox lost their first 3 games of the season to the Orioles, so I was like, well, Will's going to be right. But then since then, we've gone on to sweep the Orioles, sweep the Rays, win 3 out of 4 against the Twins, and split with the White Sox. And all those teams, other than the Orioles, were teams that we thought were going to be pretty good this year. So, Boston, thank you. That's all I'm gonna say. Thank you for proving me wrong.
Hey man,
Let's go. Let's win a World Series. Let's go. Come on.
it's a long season in baseball, but they off to the right start.
Hey man, JD Martinez is back to MVP form. Xander Bogaerts is playing well at shortstop. Hitting like 350. Once Chris Sale comes back, I don't know when he's gonna come back. They've been like China to keep everything quiet over there with that injury. But let's go.
It might get scary over in Boston.
Oh my gosh, I thought it was gonna be the end of an era in Boston with the Patriots being a little. We'll see with them. Celtics kind of, but now every team's starting to pick it up again. I like it. I like it.
Oh,
Billy
you
B.
Boston fans. Oh, you got so much to worry about.
We're back, man. We're back. We had a little 1 year delay, little 1 year, not a great year, but then Billy Belichick started making moves, and then the whole kinetic chain, it started moving in the right direction again. We're back.
These Boston fans, so spoiled. We had one bad year.
Boston's back, baby. Let's go.
Okay.
All right, and then I said my apology.
Beautiful.
Like I said, the Red Sox split with the White Sox. Before that series started, a starting pitcher for the White Sox, Carlos Rondon, pitched a no-hitter. And that's great and all, right? That's great and all. Like, congratulations to him. Not many people do that. Probably happens 5 times a year, if that. But he had a perfect game going into the 9th inning, and he beamed the batter, barely beamed the batter, and he lost the perfect game. Graham, you're pitching in the MLB. You're 3 outs, so you're 25 outs. You're 2 outs away from a perfect game. You hit someone. Are you walking on the field? What do you do? Like, it's not even your infield's fault. It's literally your fault.
I know. I mean, you just gotta take that on the chest, because at the end of the day, it's his fault. I mean, he's gotta feel. I mean, I know at the time maybe throwing a no-hitter is still great, but then you're gonna go to sleep, and while you're trying to fall asleep, you're gonna think, oh my god, I could have had a perfect game if I didn't throw a strike, which I've been practicing for my entire life. So yeah, I think you gotta feel pretty bad. I mean, props to him, keeping his mental, in the right area to finish out the game, get a no-hitter. But man, he blew it. I'm not gonna lie, he blew it.
It's like I said, 5 guys throw a no-hitter every year. 1 guy might throw a perfect game every 5 years. We're talking crazy territory in a difference of 1 pitch.
No, you're right.
Like, that sucks. Like, I feel bad for him.
I mean, listen here.
He did.
Back in my day, 11-year-old All-Stars, I threw a perfect game. I know what it takes. I know how to do that. He obviously needs a little lesson from my mindset, but that's a different story.
I can't go. Who was that against? Was that against New York American?
It was against a blue team. I can't put my finger on it. Maybe Canal.
Canal?
One of them. Either way, I made them look stupid.
See, all I'm gonna say is that Graham is so, I guess the opposite of humble, where he doesn't even know the name of the team that I threw a perfect game against.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, but come on, it's a perfect game, Graham. You should know who you pitched a perfect game to.
My bad, Will. I just blocked out all my baseball memories.
Yeah, see, so Carlos Rondon, Graham, I think he lives on Walden Street in Wilmington, Delaware.
Don't fucking just shout me out like that. Damn, bro. I live on Briar Drive.
Yeah, put in Briar Drive on Google
Briar
Maps.
Road.
Oh no.
What's up?
Okay. All right, Walden Road, Wilmington, Delaware, 19803. You'll find Graham's house. You'll
Same
find
with
where
him.
Graham is.
You can murder him and then get a Wawa right down the street.
Yeah, you can go to the YMCA after workout in.
You need a membership for that.
Listen. All I'm saying is that Carlos Rondon, go to Graham's house and learn how to pitch a perfect game, and then try it again.
Yeah, you could have just said that.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so we're done baseball. Graham, I think you really are interested in this guy named Jake Paul.
That's my guy. I love him.
So Jake Paul, we obviously know he beat Nate Robinson, former basketball player, midget, like 5'6", really athletic guy, but has done his career, knocked him out. But then we got him couple nights ago. First off, I gotta say, I hated how long it took for them to get to this fight.
Mm. They had all these concerts going. That's why I just muted
Yeah,
it and put it on my computer and did something else. So I wouldn't even like wait for it. It was so long.
right, right. But I had to wake up to go to DC at 6:30 the next morning, and so I couldn't stay up.
Oh,
So that was an L.
that's unfortunate.
It was unfortunate, but anyway, it still happened. Jake Paul took on Ben Askren, MMA fighter, and he knocked him out in 1 minute 40 seconds. Graham, is this guy legit? Is Jake Paul legit? Is he revolutionizing the boxing world? What's going on?
Well, as far as a social media guy, like you know how the social media all has boxing, he's a level above everyone. He's a level above everyone. If any social media challenged him, he'd put them on the canvas in 10 seconds. You see how he's doing an MMA fighter. Not that that's like relates to an actual boxer, but any social media guy, he's not in the same category as him anymore. Now, if he wants to take his boxing career seriously, he needed this fight against the MMA guy to, give him a little more, stability in his career. Say, hey, I'm a little bit legit at least. Because, people didn't really care when he knocked out Nate Robinson. It was a meme, but they didn't take it legit. So guess what he does? He says, all right, I'm going to give an MMA guy, an Olympic champion when it comes to wrestling. I'm just going to knock him out. So as far as I'm concerned, he's legit, and no one can talk to him until he loses.
Okay. So he's a boxer who hasn't fought a boxer yet. So who do you want him to fight? And first off, that Askren guy, yeah, Olympic champion for the United States. Respect. He looked like he just came, at the weigh-in, he looked like he just came from a party at his boy's house when he chugged 5 beers with his stomach popping out. So I don't know if that win is legit at all.
Man, everybody gonna keep making excuses against my boy Jake Paul. But guess what? He called out multiple boxers. I think he called out Tommy Fury, the Tyson Fury's little bro. He's gonna knock him out too. And guess what? All boxers at the start of their career, they have gimme matches. Get the easy wins.
They fight other boxers. He fought an MMA fighter and a former basketball player.
Yeah, but he's only been boxing for 3 years. He's just getting into his career. You gotta let some progression happen.
I mean, yeah, I get that. And if he starts fighting real guys, I respect it. But we gotta see. It's kind of like the Suns. We gotta see if he's got credibility in the ring when he's fighting someone who's actually been at the craft.
But also, he's not going around saying I'm better than you boxers. He's challenging like Conor McGregor, who's not a boxer. He just wants the fuse. He's just, like going against like Nate Diaz, like people that aren't boxers, just like fighters and big names. So I don't think he's really like trying to like be cocky in that sense. Like he's a boxer.
Yeah. One sec.
I bet.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Intermission. I'll edit it so it's real good.
We back.
Oh.
Are we waiting? Let's go. Okay.
I just do a little pod. Current, I just do a little pod. How'd the race go? Yeah, we can edit it. No, we don't have a guest like Marquez open this time.
Marquez,
the boy. He reposted my story.
did he?
Yeah.
Well, it didn't really help. It didn't correlate to anything.
No.
That shit got like 20 views.
Did it?
I don't know. I don't think it got a lot.
I thought that I didn't even look at it, but I thought there would probably be like 50.
Nah, bro, that shit stank.
It stank.
Yeah. That did not do well.
It's okay. It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning.
It's like a bow and arrow. You gotta pull back before you shoot forward.
That's a good one. I'll use that. Where are you and Ryan going? Okay. Chill, yo. That's okay. You gotta be looking out for the guys, right? From the first and stuff like that. Deodorant, bro. Were you nervous? Were you nervous at the car?
No, no group stuff will work.
Good luck, man. Thanks. I'll see you. When are you guys gonna be back at Curie?
Yeah, I'm trying to go actually today. So when you set shit here.
Peace. Peace. See you. Alright. We're just gonna have to, put this on the fly.
Bro, I was so confused when you were like, hold on. You just ran
What did you
out.
just say? So what did you just say? You said like Nate Diaz, something like that.
I said, yeah, he's calling out people like McGregor and Diaz, not actual like boxers. Like he's just trying to keep entertaining while a little competitive.
Okay, so we had to take a little break because my roommate barged in. I didn't tell him, that was on me. But Graham, you were saying how Nate Diaz, he's calling out people like McGregor, Nate Diaz, and ultimately, good for Jake Paul. If he's making money, it's not really on us to really be saying what he should be or should not be doing. Because who cares? Who knows if he actually wants to really become like the best boxer ever? He just wants to chase that back. So respect to that. I mean, good for him. I mean, he's just not the guy I want my kids to look up to. But you know what? He might not be the hero we wanted, but the hero we needed. Time will tell.
Yeah, what if he goes on to become 50-0, and we witnessed the start of this fighting Nate Robinson.
I mean, I saw a tweet that said, "My grandfather's generation had Muhammad Ali. My father's generation had Floyd Money Mayweather, and our generation had Mr. Jake Paul."
I mean, we should be taking this we shouldn't take this for granted. This is an honor.
This could be the start of greatness.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I mean, at 190, yeah, exactly. You gotta buy his jersey, or I don't know. They don't have. You gotta buy his pants and start wearing it around.
He makes music. I can rap all of his songs word for word. That's where I'm supporting him at.
I think the interesting thing about him is he just tries everything, and then he'll find something he's actually good at, and maybe he'll stick with it.
I think he just, getting his bag. He's like, all right, I'm gonna rap a little bit, I'm gonna box a little bit, I'm gonna YouTube a little bit. He's like, hey, whatever brings in that income.
Yeah, he's just like, I'm gonna rock me, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I'm still kind of confused by how he's making money. I get it, but I'm just, I don't know how people find it 200. Good for him.
Bro, they generated like $75 million with that fight.
No, I know. Like, good for him. He's mastered this new generation of making money. So, good on Jake Paul. He's a business model, man. He's a future business. He will be in textbooks in 2040. His business method will be in textbooks.
Our kid's gonna be reading about the Jake Paul sensation that he is.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we will. Instead of learning about Milton Friedman, it'll be about the Jake Paul method.
Can't wait for my kids to come home and tell me about that.
Hey, man. So, is there anything else you want to talk about, Herbo? I mean, we talked about the NBA. Your boy LaMelo's coming back. We talked about the Suns. We talked about the Steph Curry bias. We didn't talk about this. The Marcus Aldridge, man. I said I wasn't going to say it, but, you know, good on you to take your life more. Way to put your life first instead of basketball.
Yeah, you know, he had that little irregular heartbeat. He said it was the scariest night of his life when, you know, his heart would be on some stupid shit. But, you know, he said, I'm gonna pull the Chris Bosh route. I'm gonna make sure I'm straight. Retire. Get my health up. He already had a nice career. Hope he all does good.
Yeah, good for him. You know, everybody should put their health before their job. Unless you are Jake Paul, because he does a bunch of stupid shit. But anyway.
Yeah, hater, huh? Jake Paul is unite.
I don't know about that, Graham. Okay. That's fine. So, Graham, anything else you want to talk about?
No, I think next episode we'll probably hit on the NFL draft that's coming up, but
Well, yes, sir.
we'll save that for next time. I think right now we hit some good topics. You know, we've had a little hiatus, but we back.
I think we're gonna bring in our NFL analyst Gavin PA for the next episode.
Oh yes, sir. Can't wait for that. Yes, sir.
He's been studying. I told him that he could come on in February, so he's been waiting.
For his moment.
Yes. All right, Graham, send us out. In Rhythm Podcast 11. Done.
We appreciate every one of y'all supporting Jake Paul or not supporting Jake Paul. We're all just people watching a podcast. That's all that matters. We appreciate y'all for watching. Peace.
Yeah, scary. But those announcers are like, oh my god!
Chill out. Oh my god, I think he just broke my speakers. Holy shit.